And another clue is there are pottery sherds up here. There's a number of them. I saw a red on brown pot last time I was here. All I'm seeing right now is plainware. Chances are then this is a Native American shrine of some sort. Hey guys, today I'm out in the boondocks looking for hematite. Hematite is one of the most important minerals that I use in making prehistoric pottery. And it is found everywhere, which is one of the reasons that a lot of people take it for granted. But hematite varies a lot in its quality. Some hematite is hard as a rock, very hard, can't even, scratch it easily. Some of it is hard as a rock, but you can scratch it and make paint out of it fairly easily. And some hematite is what you call earthy hematite. The hematite that I like to use is found here where I'm at today, and it's in between layers of shale. It's really soft and earthy, and it makes a really bright red. And the reason it's better than a lot of other hematites is a lot of hematites tend to be kind of a dark red, almost kind of a purpley brown color. So I'm looking for stuff that's really bright, and this is good that way. It also has a bit of clay in it naturally, so it doesn't need to have clay added to it. It hardens pretty easily in a fire. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Andy Ward. I teach people how to make prehistoric pottery the same way ancients did in the American Southwest. And if you subscribe to my channel, I'll teach you too. So the stuff I'm finding, it's in veins in here. I think you can see some of it right in here. Do you see that bright red color? And if you look at that, can you see that? If you break it open, this isn't the best stuff, but if you break it open, you can see it's bright red inside. The outside, of course, is dirty. Let me see if I can find some more that's better than that. So here you go. You see that? This is still pretty hard, but that is bright red. It's a little darker than the others. Look at that, though. Isn't that nice? Kind of orangey. That's what I'm looking for. So there you go. This is a good one. You see that? See down inside there, it's really nice, and it's fairly soft. So it's easy to grind up and make into paint. These make great palettes too, paint palettes, because they're nice and flat. This one's kind of soft. You find a piece that's hard and you can use it for a paint palette. I have a lot of these I use in my workshops that I got from this area. This is funny, look, it's kind of a little oval shape there. That's the good stuff right there. Look at that. Nice and soft and red. That's what I'm going for. It's in there, but it's a fairly narrow band, so you aren't just exactly going to shovel it into a sack. Look at that. Look at that color. Look at that. That's really nice. Really bright. That's the good stuff right there. That is too. Some of it's kind of crystallized. It's funny. So I'm just trying to get the soft stuff that doesn't need a whole lot of grinding. Look at that, that's really bright. Can you see that? Look at that, yellow. That's really hard though, that's just a crust on the inside of that piece of shale, but it's really bright, isn't it? Pretty. Well, I think I got quite a bit. Now I'm on top of the mountain, that little hill near where I was collecting the hematite. And I know it looks like just a pile of rocks on top of a hill, but believe me when I say that this hilltop is rather round and covered in soil and decomposed rocks. So this pile of rocks is very unnatural. Now, what would it be doing here? It could be an old miner's monument, but it appears much older than that. It's quite a bit broken down, soil developing on top and such. And then another clue is there are pottery sherds up here. There's a number of them. I saw a red on brown pot last time I was here. All I'm seeing right now is plainware, but chances are then this is a Native American shrine of some sort on top of this hill. So I'm going to leave the pottery sherds where I found them, obviously. I'll keep looking for that red on brown, but obviously this area had some importance to the people that lived here centuries ago.